What's good, people? Kai Storm in the building. New review for That One Voice Revised Edition. New reasons to get this book. Thank you for joining my channel today for my unpopular opinion. But of course, I got to tell you about my book because I got to get you to buy my book. Yes, indeed. Hit me up. Get yourself an autographed copy. $15. The purchase information will be in the description. Now let's get to the review.
And no shade, I don't care who be in my views. I'm posting what I want to post.
All right, people. Kai Storm in the building. My unpopular opinions in the building. Like and subscribe. Keep it cute in the comments. Check out my channel sponsor, bougiestoner.co. And of course, get yourself an autographed copy of That One Voice Revised Edition. And of course, we're going to go ahead and acknowledge that today is Father's Day. So shout out to all the fathers out there, definitely. And yes, the glow up cost. Real Housewives of Atlanta, the glow up cost. That's what we're here for. Angela hoops in her mom's honor while K. Michelle questions Shamia's after, K. Michelle questions Shamia after surgery. We about to get into whatever the fuck that means. Yes. Complete side note. Over the weekend, I got my hair done, as you can see. Shout out to Lock Therapy Synergy. We were watching while I was getting my hair done and my daughter was getting her hair done. We were watching the Nature Boy documentary. And what had me tripping was that one of the lock stylists there, one of the locticians, said that she actually, at first, when she first found Nature Boy, she found Nature Boy as someone that was genuine and was real close to wanting to join his journey and join him in whatever country he was doing, because the theme of what he was pushing sounded genuine. And I must, and like I said, and when we were talking about how we even got, we came across his videos on YouTube, is because, YouTube recommended it. So it's like, is YouTube to blame for that? Or is the algorithm blamed for that? And then the fact that she said that she was dead ass thinking about it, I was just like, word? My unpopular opinion, I just had to talk about it real quick. Okay, so confessions, as per usual. Bravo puts out the first 15 or at least the first 8 minutes of the show as a preview. And so I happened to see this part where Angela is inviting Cynthia over to the house to discuss, the party and who she got beef with who, and Shamia and all that hot shit. So, although the scene got to run back for me to remember exactly what happened, but I know it had to do with Shamia. The conversation definitely had to do with Shamia. So yes, the conversation was about Shamia, and Shamia having a conversation with Cynthia, and Cynthia mentioning that, yeah, girl, you might need a therapist, and she's saying she ain't got time for a therapist, and Angela's saying, bitch, that's why you act like that, because you need a fucking therapist. So, and then they move on to a conversation where Angela's planning some sort of sport event, some sort of basketball game in honor of her mama. And she's going to invite all the girls. All the girls. And now I'm remembering what the next scene was, which it was Portia and her mama. She came to Portia's mama house and she brought Pilar with her. And they were talking about Dennis and the fuckery he did with the ring and how she was triggered by the fucking ring. Yes. And yes, they definitely go into detail about the ring and Dennis and what the fuck he was thinking. But they also talk about the fact that, you know, the house that Portia Mama's staying in is being sold, and apparently, you know, Portia has some sort of emotional attachment to it. And also for the fact that that she and Phaedra are planning a girl trip to Scotland, so that, you know, they can do like sort of like a traders type of thing where they can get rid of the traitors and keep the ones that are loyal to the friendship. And we'll see how that works out. But what I made sure I want to mention that, oh yes, that Portia said, I this motherfucker brought this ring for me to choose him, when it's like, I can't choose him, I can't choose this dude, I can't choose her, I'm choosing me. I'm single, I'm dating right now, so chill out and everybody just wait till whenever the fuck I'm ready to commit to some fucking body. Simple as that. And not for nothing, I'm feeling that. I'm definitely feeling that. So low key, I do believe she is fucking homegirl real bad. Real bad. And oh yes, it did give a little clip of this scene where Kelly is visiting a financial advisor so she can snitch on herself and tell about how one of her restaurants is making bank and the other one ain't making shit. And she trying to figure out what the fuck to do about it. You guys, excuse me. It's snack time. So, that conversation was pretty harsh. I ain't gonna front. Because I thought it was just gonna be about the restaurant. But his financial advisor was asking her questions about how much she spend per month. And, you know what I'm saying, between the Range Rover and the insurance. And her wigs and her clothes, never mind, she got wigs for the dog. She spent money on wigs for the dog. So a motherfucker looking at her like, bruh, you gotta cut something down. You gotta cut something down, because all of this shit sound ridiculous. And at one point, she looked at him and said, "You sound aggressive." And she was like, and he was like, "Well, shit, I ain't your friend. I'm your accountant." The fuck? I ain't here to be fucking kissing your ass, bitch. I'm here to tell you where the fuck you fucking up at. Financially, you fucking up. Alrighty. So, had me a fish sandwich, child. It was good. Anyway, so in this next scene, Angela is talking to her older daughter, because apparently her older daughter has not shared the news with the rest of her family, aka her younger brothers and sisters, that she is married. Not only that she is married, but she is married to a girl, aka she is gay. Let's be honest, right? And the daughter's looking at her like, "Girl, first of all, I ain't even really want to tell you, because you impossible to talk to." And Angela's like, "You should tell your brothers and sisters, because I don't want them to be blindsided, and you acting spoiled, and you want to be a kid and grown at the same time." So they arguing back and forth. Meanwhile, her little brother is coming down the steps listening, and it's like, "What? Marriage? Who married? What's going on here? Y'all arguing? What the fuck y'all arguing about?" So while they sitting there arguing and all up in their own conversation, they not paying attention to the eavesdropping, ear hustling ass nigga that's coming down the steps. Yeah, so they just moving through scenes, little scenes to, I guess, you know, speed up the whole situation. First, they started with K. Michelle talking to her peoples about her album, her country album. It needs to go across all genres. Then, Pinky was having some sort of, I guess, clothing drop, or, you know, her daughter was walking the runway. Real cute. Real cute. And then, what else happened? Ooh, child. Yeah, Shamia. I'm going to start calling her Shamina. but it's either Shamia or Shamina. But yes, aka Shamina. She's having a scene with her mama where she's getting her nails done. Her mom is there, and she's talking about how Cynthia and Angela are having this thing where they're honoring Angela's mom, and she's gonna be there. And she was talking about, even though she don't really fuck with Angela like that, she definitely is not gonna go to her event on some rah-rah shit because it's to honor her mama. So, but if I already know it's gonna be some drama over there any motherfucking way, I feel it. So it is what it is. And in this next scene, child, Lord, this is high level of petty, if you could ask me. But Portia is having Miss Drew over, and they got some chicken wings and some healthy drinks, and now they about to, since they took a sip of the healthy drinks, they feel good enough to, get to real libations. Real libations. But yes. And apparently Drew brings up the fact that Simon got Portia kicked out of his home country, out of Nigeria. It says, according to the Jasmine brand, Portia Williams ex Simon Gabadia pulls sponsorship of her Nigerian residency. Says our HOA star will not be welcome back to his home country. You let me find out you got power enough to get a bitch put out of a country, nigga. Damn. Real talk, Simon, that makes you a real hater. Like, you hating. Like, really? Kelly knew damn well she couldn't afford that motherfucking house. Because in the next scene, we got Kelly and a realtor checking out this house that apparently has 4 levels and an elevator. And, I'm saying, a big ass family room. I mean, the house is fucking gorgeous. Definitely big. And apparently it costs $4,000 a month. And homegirl asked her, like, yo, you think I could afford this shit based on my budget? And homegirl looked at her like, girl, don't even attempt to fuck with this child. Cause $4G a month is $4G a month is $4G a month. You ain't gonna be able to maintain this. What you need to do is get something smaller than this, way under your budget, so that you can get to the budget of owning a home. Cause apparently her goal is to own a home. And if she sink into this, she ain't gonna be able to own a home, cause she gonna be owing like a motherfucker. Cause, yo, not for nothing, the house look nice, $4,000 a month. Was like, what the fuck is going on here? Nah. See, I'm glad I rewinded it a little bit so I could make sure, because something seemed wrong about that. Because I was like, $4,000 a month for an elevator? Nah, that ain't right. No, apparently this rental property costs $7,000 a month, and her budget is $4,000 a month. So she ain't, this ain't even on budget. This is way over the motherfucking budget. So nah, bitch. So I could imagine if we talking motherfucking first month, last month, and fucking rent and fucking a rental agent fee, bitch. That's quite a bigger check. Nah, bitch. What happens that she only could afford $4,000 a month, and this place costs $7,000 a month, and this bitch told her, now you need to get something that's under $4,000. You need to get something that like 3 and 2 in order for you to afford a house. Yes, I'm glad I rewinded it, because in my head I was like, 4,000. Nah, that ain't right. That nigga said that shit got an elevator. That gotta cost more money than $4,000 for a fucking elevator. In the next scene, we got Angela and her daughter talking to a therapist about about their relationship, and the fact that she has not shared with the fact that she's married, shared the fact with her siblings, her younger siblings, that she's married, and not only but she's married to a girl, and that she is still uncomfortable discussing the subject matter with her mom, so she feels it's irrelevant to the relationship to discuss it with her younger siblings, even though her younger siblings know her wife because they done met her and think that she is just her best friend, when in fact they are way more than best friends. So yeah, that's how it is. And I feel like at the end of the day, I mean, she I understand her feelings, but at the same time, she gonna have to also have an answer to the question as to why you took so long to tell us. Like, oh, fuck around, they gonna be looking at her like, bitch, we knew that was your girl. The fuck? The fuck? Oh yeah, homeboy was listening, so he gonna go back and tell his sister, yo, I heard mama and sis arguing about this and this and this. So when the revelation come out, she gonna be like, bitch, we heard y'all chit chatting about it, so we discussed it amongst ourselves. Never mind, we knew already, bitch. We saw it in your mannerisms. Like, we been knew. We been was up on that. This next scene is already interesting because, first of all, everybody gotta bring a couple people, because everybody, I guess, is gonna be representing their team, and their team is gonna play against each other in this, in this Pro Bowl situation. So everybody got a team. Pinky got a team. Pinky's team got a whole bunch of footballers, look like, but Pinky got a team. And the only person they ain't bring a team was Cynthia. Cynthia said she brought her boyfriend and her glam. Her boyfriend and her fucking glam. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. In this scene, they naming the teams, and everybody gets some funny ass names, but I don't remember the names because they not that memorable. But the funniest shit is that Kelly is wearing fucking stilettos and socks. And they let her play basketball with stilettos and socks. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? What is really going on here? So at the end of the tournament, oh, the fuckery is real. Because at the end of the tournament, motherfucking Angela's team won because Angela had actual basketball players on her team. So her team beat everybody else's team, and it brought home a championship. So she turns to Charles and says, yes, I brought a championship. I did it for you. I brought you a championship because since you never got a championship, yes, you never did it in college, you tried in the NBA, and it never happened. So yes, I am the champion. And then he says thank you and tries to kiss her, and she's like, no, I don't want to kiss. And then producers is like, but remember last year you didn't want to kiss. Last year you didn't want, yeah, I begged for kiss on camera. Remember that, you know? I know you don't want to kiss. True, you want some look idiot trophy. I had that no count a child to the New York Knicks trophy, because I know for a fact all of the and this was because it's been 53 years. My niggas is going, all the old niggas is going to get rings, including motherfucking Charles Oakley. He might not be able to collect that motherfucker at the Garden, but he gonna get one. I know he gonna get one. Well, I almost forgot. So then after that, there's a gathering of the girls, and this is where Angela decides to gather motherfucking Shamia, because she's like, yeah, you was talking shit about my husband, and you was talking shit about my marriage, and you was saying that my husband be outside and all kind of fuck shit. It was all you was talking all this hot shit. You was saying all this hot shit, and it's like, what the fuck did I do to you, bitch? What the fuck did I do to you? So she's standing there like, word, I'm being accused of all of this, word. But yes, that's right. Angela brought up everything that even how Shamia was on somebody's podcast talking about that, the whole setup where last season with her and Charles, And the motherfucker accusing her that apparently that was a whole setup with Drew that had nothing to do with Phaedra, and that's what what you call it, Shamia was out here saying. So then Shamia comes back and says, well, bitch, you was coming from my marriage too, because you was talking about how I'll be hanging out with the Hawk players because I'm fucking them all. And of course, Angela gonna be like, well, wasn't you? Because that's what we heard, wasn't you? As the conversation is going on, Angela says, look here, whatever's going on with you and Portia, I'm not even gonna talk about it no more. I'm never gonna mention it to her again. I'm just gonna deal with her as how she deal with me. And Shamia's like, thank God, good, because I think I need you to leave it alone. And then Portia's like, well, shit, y'all have bigger problems than me. And then Angela says, no, bitch, it actually started with a problem because of you, but now I'm good. And Drew jumped up and said, yep, that's true. And then Shamia's like, oh, so now you jumping in and co-signing? And she was like, yeah, because even my problem with you was only because of Portia. Like, and then she's like, but you called me a lapdog. And she's like, yeah, because you was being a lapdog again. And then Portia turned and she's like, well, who lap she's supposed to be sitting on? And then Drew shut up. And Portia said, look here, my lap is fucking free. Ain't no bitches sitting on my lap. Leave me the fuck alone. Me and her ain't got nothing to do with it. Leave me the fuck alone. So they end the episode with them hugging Angela because, you know, it was an event for Angela to honor her mama. And meanwhile, there was hugs. Shamina, she in the back talking about this is all fake, and I don't understand how these bitches is acting like this, and they all jumping on me because they don't want me to part of be the friend group, and I'm so sad because they don't want me to be in the friend group, and I'm so hurt. Like, girl, the fuck out of here. And then we talk about next time, and of course she goes on the trip because she has to go on the trip. And there's scenes where different people are talking to her about her ways, and there's also a scene where Angela is cussing her the fuck out because apparently she must be talking about her, and Angela overheard and said, bitch, whatever the fuck you gonna say, you better say it to my face. So of course I'm looking forward to that, and yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, keep it cute in the comments, check out my channel sponsor, check out my book, get yourself an autographed copy, and yes, of course, see me next time I got an unpopular opinion. Yeah, and check out the channels I'm attached to. Go to my main page, look at the channels that are attached to my page, subscribe to those, and yeah, show those pages some love too. Absolutely.